basically what we did yesterday was actions. I explained what actions are and how to add actions to your dialogue. I don't know. Did you go through the messages for you to even send the assignment? I saw that you sent your assignment. That means you probably went through the messages on the group. Am I right?
Yes, ma.
All right. So you said that what they did was adding actions to the dialogue. So you can also go through it on your own. Just play with each actions that plot are good. Do you get check what each actions represent, how to use it, when to use it, and okay, basically what to use it for. That's basically what we did yesterday. So, and I gave an assignment, and I saw that you did the assignment, and everyone actually did it. Like, I didn't want to pass my comment on the group because I'm like, wow, this is really really excellent. You guys, you really really everybody really really did well. You really really portrayed what I wanted. Like, I can see them just for the people that are on the call. I'll just try to pass a few comments on your work. So anybody that joins later, I'll just say that they did well. I may not really pass comment on what they did. So I think we have. Let me start with Mrs. Esther. I'll just quickly pass my comments on what she did. So okay. So for Mrs. Esther, I just want to say you really really did well. Like I was really really like impressed because I was like, wow, this is creativity. For the fashion model, I think the face really, really, I love the way the face is because when you see this person, you know that this person is a fashion enthusiast. Like, this person loves fashion and the hair, the jewelries, the makeup was just is okay. But I think the only thing that I just want to just say is about the dressing. The dressing is okay, but okay, I think for a fashion enthusiast, for a fashion model, they really like flashy colors. So maybe next time you may want to go for more flashy colors when it comes to their clothing. Just something more flashy because blue is a cool color. They want something that once you see it, you'll be attracted to it. So that may want, and I think okay let me check. I think for the grandfather and the grandmother, like impressive, I must say. And I think another comment is then for the assassin. This assassin that Mrs. Esther has, yeah, the person looks like an assassin. But for maybe if you really, really, for sometimes um, when you want to create a character, this is something that you can just do to just help yourself. You can just go online and see it. Is are we with? Is everybody with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you can go online and see pictures. So you just search assassin, how assassins dress. Because you want it to really, 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 really represent your character. So you can just to portray it well, yeah. To bring out that character of that assassin, you might just search online that assassin dressing, how they dress. So it will bring different options for you. You will get to know. Even sometimes you might just be thinking in your mind that assassin, this is how an assassin is meant to dress. But when you check, you most likely see different things. Basically, for me, I feel like an assassin would wear what I've always thought is that okay, an assassin will wear black or shoot. And I tried to check online and I saw that okay, depends on the kind of assassin you have, but what most assassin does is that they try to cover their face. And I think you tried doing that with the glasses, but sometimes they will wear a clothes that will maybe like something that look like a hoodie. Do you get? And that is one thing that you know that this person is an assassin. And for for another assassin might actually also wear a black dress or shoe, like black, that it won't even have a touch of another color. That's another thing that you might want to take notes. But as I said, it depends on what you're trying to portray. Your assassin like it might be for a particular country. I don't know how assassin for some countries dress. I think there are also women assassin. That's another thing. I when I searched, I saw that okay, it's not just a man that can be an assassin. Even a woman can be an assassin. So sometimes you might just do it to just check. Please, I hope you understand what I just said. So I think that's the comment I have on what Mrs. Esther did. And therefore, I got the Esther, the assassin too. I think it's okay. I'm trying to see, yes, the fashion model. You need to get a male fashion model. But another thing I just like to say is that your male fashion model is not wearing any jewelries. I don't know if I've never even worked on a fashion model for a male before though, so I've not tried it out. But if it's possible for the fashion model to have jewelries on, I don't know. You might want to because guys use jewelries and the hair can also be colored like colored hair, and even the shoe can be you can wear. Not that I talked about Patagon Studio, so Patagon Studio is merely for this kind of purpose. When you have maybe you want to create a fashion model and you're a man, you will see you'll be able to use clothing materials that are really 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 luxurious because fashion model it has to look luxurious. So I think that is what I want to say. And then I would like to also place a comment on the grandfather and the grandmother. Okay, I think they're actually okay, but they're okay. They're okay. They're okay. They're okay. They're okay. That's fine. That's a good one. So everybody actually did well for the assignment. So today, since everybody has already mastered. Oh, Princess is here. Princess, can you hear me? Okay. While we are waiting for Princess to answer, because I would also like to just do correction for her. But once I get into what we are doing today, I'm not going back to do correction for anybody. Hopefully she hears us and answers. So today because I've already seen that at least to a very good extent we know how to create characters now, and I want us to actually start using our dialogue for today. We're meant to start using our dialogue next week, but I'm just like I can always split the classes so it doesn't get too much, so it doesn't get too bulky for us to understand, so that everybody so that you can learn at your own pace and everything. So that is what I was just like, okay, we can even start using our dialogue today. So what we'll do in class today is I will start teaching us how to start working on a video, because when you are making a video on Plotagon, you don't just that's why I said that you don't just enter Plotagon and start making a video. You must have your dialogue, you must have your dialogue, and what else? You must have your dialogue, your actions, you add music, you add a whole lot of things, title and everything. So just take that's why I want us to take it a step at a time, because I don't know how long it's going to take us, and whatever I'm doing, I would like others to also do it so that I'm not leaving anyone behind. So working on a video, like I said, so I would send so everybody, that's why I said that you should have your own personal dialogue. So everyone will make use of your dialogue. I'm going to send my own dialogue that I'll be using for this class now. I'm going to send it to the group. Do you understand? Please, do you understand what I just said?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, you understand. I wanted to make a comment now. With your explanation, it was clear, but basically, the reason I personally could not do what you said was because most of what I had was pro. So we had limited option because I did not use Platagon Studio. I was actually using Platagon Story.
Okay.
So there's
But
this
you
restriction.
have a
I
laptop,
saw
right?
the hood and everything, but everything is paid for,
Yes.
so there is
Yes.
no way it could be used.
Okay. Do you have a laptop?
I said technically because it's not my personally. If it's in
Oh,
use, I can't just have access to it like that.
okay, okay, okay. Actually, you could, if you have a laptop, it would be good to use Patagon. It just makes your work very, 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 very fast. So I also like working on my laptop for Patagon because it will just be soft. Like any idea that is coming to your head, you can pour it down. Do you get that? That's the advantage. Anything at all that you have in your head, you can reproduce it. Even if you don't have that exact thing, you can improvise. But there's a way Patagon story just always kind of limit us. So I'm going to send my 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 dialogue to the group. So that's dialogue I'll be using for my whole video. So every other person, as we so whatever I'm doing in class today, when you want to do your own, don't use my dialogue. Oh. Just use your dialogue. Do you get? That's why we have a dialogue of our own. So if you feel like your dialogue is complex or something, you can reduce it, you can modify it. Please, do you understand? Do you understand though? So I'm going to share my screen. Princess, are you there?
Yes, ma.
All right. So did you hope you heard what I said we'll be doing in class? Did you hear that?
Normal.
Can you hear me now? Is your network stable?
Yes.
Okay, so I said that um okay, actually I must place a comment on what Baraka did. I'm very sorry. I don't want to be partial, but then I saw something that Baraka did and I was kind of impressed about the you discovered that I don't know how she was able to come about it, but there's just sometimes that you're able to come about characters like that. For Baraka's mom character, the shape of that character is different from that of the fashion enthusiast. Everybody can check it, fashion model. Can we see that the body shape is kind of different? Please, can we hear me? Maybe we should leave our mic unmuted.
Yes, ma.
Yes, ma.
Okay. So, Princess, let me allow you to talk to the class. How were you able to get the different body shape? Because it's not just, you can't just. But when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is impressive. Or it just came, or it just worked out. Princess, we are waiting for you.
Yes, ma. The inspiration just came. Like they are all
No,
different characters. So I
so
just came
how were
with
you able
different ideas.
to- because you can only select male and female.
Ma,
And then like, you can only select male and female characters. How were you able to come about that particular shape?
like I went through the character giving.
Exactly. Please do we all see that? One thing that you can do is let me share my screen, please. I want to open Pentagon and show you something. Okay. I'm trying to share my screen. It's going to take a bit of time for Pentagon to load first. One thing you can do is you have free characters on Plotagon. You can always check those free characters. I'm trying to. Okay. I have to be very fast with what I'm doing, but I still want us to see that okay, it's possible for you to still give your characters different shape. Hopefully I'll be able to do that now before going to what I want to do exactly. Okay. Okay. So I have these characters already. Okay. These are the ones I created myself. No. Am I the one that created email? I'm not sure. Please, I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, ma.
Okay. This thing should load. One thing about Pentagon is you need a very, very, very strong network. Like very, very, very strong for it to work. I'm trying to load some of these characters that are free so I can show us. I really hope I can do that. Please, can anybody try it on their end? Just try to open the character. Maybe you can go down, those ones down, especially those ones down, like Lizzie, Jessica. You can try to load it and just take a picture of it or something and send it to the group. I want to see how they look. Miss Green too. Oh. Is anybody doing that? Okay, I think it's already loading up. Okay, now let me click on Miss Green. What's wrong with my net? I'm trying to show us how we can try to get different body shapes for our character, but I'm not sure if that will be possible with all these ones that my network is doing. And like there's really something that I want us to achieve in class. I'll just go ahead with what I want to do. Probably in the next class, if I'm able to get it, or after the class, if I'm able to get it, I might just take a picture of it and send. So it's just not a problem. Please, can we still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I sent something to the group and I said that that is the character that I'll be using for today's class. So you will discover that we have two characters there. So who can tell me the two characters that I sent to the group? In the story I sent to the group or in the dialogue I sent to the group? Please, are we following? Can anyone hear me?
Yes, ma.
Wow, looks like I've been talking to myself. I guess I was just like, I'll have to work on somebody's screen because I don't like the way the class is like. It's not, I'm not flowing with the class. Esther, please, can you share your screen? I got the Esther, please share your screen. Open Patagon and share your screen. I'll just tell you what to do. I feel like I'm the only one in the class and it's not helping the class at all. Esther, God, please, can you share your screen? Or is there anyone else that can share their screen like immediately now? Okay, so we need two characters. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma.
Okay, so we need two characters and that's it. Don't worry, you can be on the app and be talking. Don't worry. You can just be on the app. You can leave your mic on and be on the app. So please, I want every other person to be following um on their phone. But okay, we need two characters. I need you to create. I already have those characters on my phone. Do you get? We have a mother. It's loading again. Okay. Every other person, you are going to right now. You are sending what you are creating. I can only see from Agodi the start screen. I'm expecting that every other person is doing the same. Like right now, we have two characters, and immediately Agodi Esther, even before she finishes, you might be done with your own. So if you are done with your own, send those two characters to the group. We are creating I'm making a video and I want everybody to be involved because it's looking like I'm the only one here. So with the first character is Mrs. Tom. She's a mother of a young boy, a high school boy. So you can just try to think about how she will look like. So um we have Mrs. Tom and we have Fred. That's the name of the boy. I'm going to send out my own characters look. I've already created them. I'm supposed to start making the video, but it looks like I'm the only one in the class. I'm going to send my own now so that every other person can see that, oh, I've already done mine. I'm going to send their pictures now. So you can use that to even just see, okay, what can you also, but I'm expecting everybody like right now. So we have Fred and Mrs. Tom. I'm going to send my own now. Princess, I hope you're already doing yours too. Is Princess there? What about Mrs. Esther? Mrs. Esther, are you there?
Yes, ma.
Okay, please, are you already working on those characters?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm sending my own now so that everybody can also see that's what I've done already. So I just sent the picture of Mrs. Tom, Fred. I'm sending that of Mrs. Tom now.
The two.
Okay, thank you, Esther. I think I saw what you did. You can stop sharing your screen. You can also send those characters to the group. What about Mrs. Esther? Are you done, ma?
Hello.
Yes, ma. Are you done, ma?
I lost track, so I really don't know what is being done. I'm just seeing the other Esther screen, so I don't know what you asked us to do.
Okay, so can you see the dialogue I sent to the group?
Yes, yes.
So I said that we have two characters. That's Mrs. Tom and Fred. So I wanted to be sure everybody's following. So I already created mine before. So I asked every other person to create theirs and send it to the group.
Okay, we should create the character of the mother and the son.
Yes, because
Oh,
I want
okay.
to make a video with them.
Okay, I'll do mine now. Thank you.
Okay. We're waiting for you, Mrs. Esther. I got the Esther, please. You can also send yours too. I'm waiting. Please, did you hear me?
Yes, ma.
All right, all right. We need to be faster. You know, I said once, okay? Because this one that we are slow. You're not going to help us. Okay. 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 All right. So I'm going to share my screen now. And please, I just want to plead with everybody to follow me. I'm pleading. Please ensure you are following me. I don't really want it. If you have questions, just ask me. I'm going to pause and I'm going to explain. This part is the part that you have to actually be here and see what I'm doing. And that is why I just gave us a quick class work to be sure everybody is with me. So please and please, please and please. And I will need somebody to also, okay, maybe I can just copy and paste the dialogue here. I just hope that Octagon won't start restarting. So I already have something that I was working on, so I'll just click on it and I'll start from the beginning again so that everybody can understand. So we have a mother. If you just brush through the dialogue, you see that it's a conversation, right, between a mother and a son. It's a conversation between a mother and a son, and the um title of the dialogue is the title of the story, the short story is A Boy Who Misses His Friend. So I want to start from the very beginning and show you how to get it done. Okay. Okay. So guess I just have to let me just start something. I want to show you from scratch so that you can do yours from scratch too. So I'll click on create video. So I'll select my characters. I have Mrs. Tom and I have his son, Fred. So the two of them, I didn't actually add a scene to it. Why? Because it's a mother and a son conversation. It can happen anywhere. But I want to use home, and that is living room. You can make it because I just feel like a mother and a son can be anywhere at any time. They can even be in the kitchen. They don't have to be in the living room, right? They can be anywhere. So I'm just giving you hints when you are doing yours. It doesn't have to be living room. Can be anywhere. In fact, I won't want to see it to be living room. I want to see it to be somewhere else. Please, do you understand?
Yes,
I
mom.
think that all right. So if you see this, I want to click on what is here. Okay, before I click on that, I want them to be sitting down because the kind of conversation that they're having is not like somebody is walking out of the other person or something that they're just saying. Like it's not like mommy help me buy this thing. It's not like it's a kind of like the boy is making a request from his mom. So by instinct, I feel like the two of them should be sitting down. You might feel like they should be standing. You might do you get it might be anything, depends on what you want. But for me, I feel like for that kind of conversation, they should be sitting down. So I'll make them sit on. You will see that when I click on to the left by the door. Can we all see it? It's showing the position. It's just showing where Mrs. Tom is. And if you can see my screen very well, you will notice that. Okay, let me try to bend it. I can be loud. Can be. No, I'm trying to turn it. I should have done that before. Okay, so you will see that the position of both Mrs. Tom and Fred is a standing position. They are at the left. Mrs. Tom is to the left by the door, and Fred is to the right by the door. So, but I want them to be sitting down. That means I have to change where Mrs. Tom is. I'll click on Mrs. Tom's position. If I want Mrs. Tom to be at the bookshelf, I can put it there that Mrs. Tom is by the bookshelf. If I want Mrs. Tom to be at the door to the right, two people cannot be at the door to the right. So one of them will have to exit. That is why you can't see Fred again. Do you understand? Now, I'm just trying to show you the places Mrs. Tom can be. Mrs. Tom can be on the Ottoman. So that's the Ottoman. So Mrs. Tom can be on the which one? Armchair. I'm just trying to show she can be on the armchair. That's the armchair. And Fred can be on the Ottoman. That's one. So I think this is a good position for the two of them to sit down. And if I want, I can say that okay, the two. So you can just see. I'm just trying to show you different positions wherein you can put your characters. Now, when you are doing yours, I won't want it to be the exact replica of mine. I will also want to see your creativity. If you copy what I did and did this and do the same, You're not really using your creativity like that. And the way you really develop yourself is by trying out different things. Please, we understand that. So
Yes, ma'am.
thank you. I want them to be on the sofa. So I'll make Mrs. Tom to sit at the left. I'll make Fred himself to sit at the right. Now, if you see this icon here, what it just does is that, okay, let me click on it so that you can see it. If I click on that icon, you see it brought establishing shot. So if I click on skipping establishing shot, what it's going to do is like, let's say you're watching a movie now, you can see that, okay, probably before they talk, they'll firstly show you around. I don't know, they firstly show you how the scene looks like. Before they start talking, they might probably, let me just use something that is common to us. Let me say probably a Nollywood movie now. They might firstly, you can just start hearing some sound or in background music. And those people that are there have not started talking. They're just showing around the house before they now show you the main characters. Do you understand? So if I click on moving,
Ma,
establishing
please,
shot,
I don't have that sign on my own page here.
are you sure?
Yes.
Yes, ma.
How many people are saying that? You should have it though. It's meant to be. I've never seen a Pentagon app that does not have. Or maybe the version you are using. It's not there.
Let's click on this video and see. Okay. Yes, it's working now.
Okay, it's there, ma.
Yes, yes, yes. So that I hope you understand. So that establishing shot, it will firstly calm down before they start talking. It won't just start they won't start talking immediately. That's establishing shot. But if you skip establishing shots, there won't even be any coming, like they will just start talking. The first thing that they will just start doing is like they won't, like, do you get what I'm trying to say? They are just showing a scene and everybody there is talking immediately. So most times this keeping establishing shots is usually used to when we are like, when probably you are doing, maybe you're having two or three scenes, do you get that? You just need to show the next thing, and you don't want any break. You don't want any break, so you should just pick skipping establishing shot, so that one is going direct to what you are doing. Now, moving right, if you just move, it's like your camera. If you're very good with photography or video making, it's like you are moving right. So if you can just explore it on your own, because we can have, probably as time goes on, we might have some dialogues that you may really want the camera to go right. Probably try to show people in the room. It will go right, to go left, it will move backward. Do you understand? Do we understand what I'm saying? Just depends, it depends on what you're doing. But even in this case, I don't need it to just first, I'll put pick establishing shots. As per this is the first video we'll be doing, so I want to pick, I'm clicking on establishing shots. Please, do we understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
So now to start, now after that, I would now write the title of my movie, so this letter A that I clicked, clicking on letter A allows you to do that. I also cancel this one that is here. I clicked it two times. So now I'll write, the title is The Boy Who Misses His Friend. So I'll just type it, The Boy Who Misses. Okay, thank God. It's already on my phone. So if you want it to be centered, if you want it to be to the left, if you want it to be to the right. So I'm showing you all this so that you won't create the exact thing I'm creating. So that's centered. So silence. Now, if you want it to speak in a particular way, if you want your title to be spoken, do you get, all this Hollywood movie, they can be telling you the title, okay, like you want the title to be spoken, like to be read out. Yeah, let me put that, to be read out while playing the video. But for this case, I don't even want it to be read out, at least for our first video. Let's just leave it as silence. Nobody is reading it out. I know these ones are just voices of people that can read it out, like the characters that I already have on my Pentagon, that can read out this, that I can use their voice to read out. Maybe somebody that is watching it cannot hear. like cannot see. Maybe someone watching this video is someone that can't see or can't read. So you want everything to be voiced. So that kind of thing, you can make your title to also be read, to be said out, to be spoken and all. So now, I'll, if you want to add all these icons below it is if you want to add music to this bell, is if you want to add a sound. If you want to, this music is if you want to add a music, you can click on it, you select any music that you want, and you can even load. You see, you can get more music. If I click on download, it's going to bring me a whole lot of music and everything. But for this video, I just wanted to just I want to just try to explain how to make a video in our subsequent class. Don't worry, we are still going to make use of most of these icons very well. But for now, let's just still stay with basics. I don't want to take you too far and make you complex, at least for now. So um I just want to stay with title. Then okay, I have the living room. So I want the title to come first. Do you get, before the living? Because if you see what is here, it's the way you arrange it that you meet the video at the end of the day. So what is showing here is the living room. It first show you the people. We now come back and tell you the title. But no, me, I want my own title to come first. So I'll click on these three icon that is to the right. So when I click on that icon, the arrow up takes it upward. So you can always move your scenes. You start, oh, I want this one to come first, this one to come last. Do you understand what I just did?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I'll
Yes,
click
ma'am.
back on my living room. I'll click back on my living room. Okay, and then I'll select you will select the message icon. The message icon, the normal message icon, this one here, this particular one. So I'll just select it and start writing my dialogue. So the first person that talks was Fred, if I can still remember. So I think it was Poppy Eyes. Yeah, I still remember. So I can still remember what I wrote. So it was Poppy Eyes. He's trying to make a request. So even in this class, you will still learn how to make use of some action and everything. He uses Poppy Eyes, and I think, let me check I think I have this thing. I already opened the notes somewhere. Okay, so the dialogue, the first thing, it was like, okay, Poppy is mom. All right, I'll just do that. So another thing you can do is you can record your voice. If I click on this icon, this record icon, it allows me to, can you see? It allows me to record my voice. I'm going to record my voice now. It allows me to record my voice. And if I do it like this, if I click on I'm trying to save it, it's going to play what I said, but I don't want it. Do you get? I don't want to put my voice. So in cases when what you want to do, you probably want to, and maybe while reproducing yours, you might want to use voice and everything. So you might decide to use your voice. So, but I'll rather type because I already have a dialogue. So, but that talking, it allows you, you don't even need to. But for talking, that means you must be able to change your voice. Or if you have two people in your house, maybe you and your friend, or you and your sister or something, you can make it together. So one person is talking, another person is talking. And at the end of the day, you hear your voices. So we have mom. Need to be fast. So I can finish this in 7 minutes. At least then next time we can still see what we can do. I need this thing to load fast. Okay, while I'm waiting, I'll just select what Mrs. Tom said. So Mrs. Tom said, so can you see when you have your actions and everything, it makes your work very fast. I know that the mom, so the woman does not even know that, okay, this is what is someone wants to say. Okay, she's just acting normally. That, why is this thing loading? Sometimes when your protagon is doing something, just pack it and so that it won't waste your time and load it again. Okay, so I just, that makes it even faster. Okay, so I have so the mom is happy. Where is happy? So you even see that she's happy with everything she's doing. So if you go back to Fred, and you will see that the way they are looking, please, if you look at it very well, it will look as if the two of them are looking straight. Am I right?
Yes.
Mm. Yes, it does not look, if you are conversing with somebody, I don't think you're meant to be looking straight. You're meant to be actually
It's
kind of like,
just straight kind of.
exactly. And it's even a mother to child conversation. They are not talking to a crowd. They're not doing news presentation. So there are sometimes that you just have to even know what you are doing. Okay, this is a mother. Sometimes you have to put yourself. It's not even sometimes. Every time, you always have to put yourself in the shoes of your characters and think like them. So you click on that camera icon again, that video icon again. So it will bring dialogue mode. Okay. If I choose dialogue mode, it makes it look like as if they are talking to each other. Now, if I okay, if I choose white shots, it covers the whole house. But if I bring it to in dialogue mode, then it looks like they are like it's. Do you get what I'm trying to say? There is a difference between. Can you see what is happening here? Can anyone see what I'm doing?
Yes.
So it's just showing you difference in how the cameras can look like. You might be trying to capture the back. Just depends on basically what you are doing. So I'll leave it in dialogue mode that they are talking. I'll check this one. So I'll always ensure that it never changes from dialogue mode. So the next person should be Fred. What did Fred say? So Fred, you don't look it. Mrs. Tom spoke again. So that's why I said that sometimes when your dialogue is too long. So like that Mrs. Esther's dialogue, if you put everything before he even talks finishes speaking, you might want to divide. Now if you see, starting again, I think I will need somebody to be reading the dialogue to me so that I don't have to go and copy and come back and paste. But the next time I come back to Pentagon, you might be you might be reloading again. Okay. Okay. So Mrs. Tom is the one talking again. So sometimes instead of adding, I could have said that, hello, darling, you don't look good. What is wrong? I could have just added that because it's Mrs. Tom that is talking again. But the reason why I won't do that is because the way these characters, the way they speak is quite fast. They speak quite fast. So if you just put it, it won't really even show concern. But the way I splitted what Mrs. Tom could have said um in just one message like this, made it into two. So the way I splitted it gave it like a breathing space and makes it look more real. Please, do we understand? You can try it out. I'm just trying to like, you can try it out while doing your own video. Like, you can put hello darling, you will see that I can say that, okay, I want the two dialogues to be like this. If I make it like this, you can try it for yourself. You will see that it won't really look it won't look real in that sense. Like, it will look rushed, and it will even look more animated. And the one thing that you must always have at the back of your mind is that you don't want it to is animation, but you don't want it to look animated. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
Yes, ma.
you don't want it to look animated. You want to make it look real. So you don't want, please, what's the action for the third thing that she said? I don't want to hide. If I should hide this and it doesn't come back, it can be sad. Okay, I think I can even just think of something to you, say that, okay, you don't look good. That means she's probably bothered. Okay. Please, you can help me with this next dialogue that we have. I think Miss Marcos. Okay. Okay. Okay, and I think Mrs. Tom she had a neutral face. She wasn't even showing anything from what I wrote. Okay, let me just stick with what I've written. Right. So, mm, I really miss Marcos. Can we go say hello to him, please? Okay, Fred again. I prefer
Can we
to
say
talk.
hello to him?
Yes, I'm trying to type that is really
Okay.
acting up.
Can we say hello to him, please? Puppy eyes.
Okay, it's Poppy Eyes.
Yes.
All right.
Can we say hello to him, please?
Ma, please, are we using your
Puppy
dialogue or
eyes.
should use ours?
Let's use mine first. I want to see what you will do before you go back to yours. Do you get? Since everybody already created characters for this. Okay, so
Right.
okay, let me just stop here because I see that time is fast spent. So just continue with that same flow. I'll teach you what you're meant to do. Now you will discover that at the end of everything, there was like an action. If you check the chat, if you check dialogue, you see that Fred hugged Mrs. Tom. Am I right?
Mm.
Did we
Yes,
see
the
that?
end.
Yes. Now
Yes.
for that, after writing your dialogue, just click on this third icon here. Can we see it? That is for action. So you select Fred. Fred is the one hugging, not Mrs. Tom. So you have to select Fred as the actor. So Fred acts on. So you now click on that acts on. What is Fred doing? Hug. You click on hug. Okay, that's hug. This is Poppy Eyes.
Please, I did not really get what you clicked to. Is
I
it
clicked
on no
on
actor?
no. Just click on this third one. This one right here. This
Is it the bell? Or the action?
mhm.
Okay, the zig like a yes, okay. I get
Yes, when you click on that, I'm going to click on it again. When you click on it, see, it brings you no actor. So you click on Fred. So it will bring Fred action. If it is Mrs. Tom that initiated it, you click on Mrs. Tom action. So it could even be a slap. So if you click on it could what if it is a slap? So Mrs. Tom is the one that slapped, not Fred is the one that do you get? It could be slap. It could be parts, it could be a whole lot of things. So that is how you do that part. And after that, after doing that, just click on this icon right here. This icon. That is the render. That is for saving it. So if I click on it, you see what it's going to bring for me. When I click on that, it tells me to save the video. Trying to save. So tells me to save. So I click on render. So export with, so if you want, so subtitles are those things that you typed there. So there are sometimes that your character may not get the pronunciation of some words. So it's better to export with subtitles. So it will render and it will ask you that, okay, where do you want it might take a while to render, but this is a short video, so it should be fast. It will tell you where to save it. So I'll just do that you can save it. So this is just like the simplest dialogue I could come up with, just for you to have a basic knowledge of how to make a video in Octagon. There are other things that you can do. I've said it that there are a whole lot. From that establishing shots, there I see a whole lot. You can add music, you can add sound. There are times that, okay, what if it's a class? You can add sounds that there will firstly be people clapping. So there's a whole lot you want to do. But I think this simple video is just like a taster for you to just know, okay, this is how, okay, just to have a basic knowledge of how to make a video. Yes, do you understand?
Yes.
So I'll be expecting everybody to work on this dialogue that I sent. As soon as they are done, just to do it, just render the video, save it, send it to the group. I want to show you how to save it so I won't have any issue doing that. It's almost done. So every other person, but please, you don't have to do don't do it. You are using that dialogue, but don't do exactly what I did. You may not even use a living room. You can use a bedroom. They can be, but just think of a reasonable place for that kind of conversation to hold. Obviously, it's not a conversation that can hold on the streets like that for a child that is sensible. Yes, so you might just use your initiative to just think. And even if it's the living room that you want to use, you don't have your characters don't have to be on the sofa, but you don't want them to be standing as well. Okay, that's it. Another place you can even use is they might even be driving in a car. But I don't know if Protagon Story allows you to use that kind of scene, but I know it's available on Protagon Studio. So please, does anybody have any other question?
Please, I have a question. So sorry for taking you back. I do not understand what went after that. How to save, because your screen has just been rolling and rolling. So I don't know what you clicked and how we got here.
For you to save,
Because
just
just saying rendering, rendering.
the arm the icon on the top right, that icon there at the top right. There's an icon there. So it will tell me to share my video. So when I click on Plotagon, that's me saving it, and I'll save it with any title. Because this is not a complete video, I'll just use XYZ and to save on my phone.
Ma, is it
So
something like a table with the arrow at the top, right?
yes.
Okay, okay.
So I'll be expecting every other person to work on that and submit. Please, do we understand?
Yes,
Yes,
ma,
ma.
work on it.
All right. In the absence of any other questions, I think I would like to call it a day.
Yeah, thank you, ma.
Yes,
Thank you, ma.
let's all take care of ourselves.
Yeah,
Goodbye,
bye.
everybody.
Take care too. Yes, ma.